Once upon a time, in the lush and vibrant village of Umans, there lived a maiden named Adara. She was known throughout the village for her exceptional beauty, kindness, and the grace with which she carried herself. Adara was the pride of her family, and her beauty was unmatched by any other maiden in the village. Her charm captivated everyone who met her, including the dashing and honorable Obina, who soon asked for her hand in marriage. Obina was not only handsome, but also a brave warrior and a respected hunter in the village. His affection for Adara was deep and genuine, and the entire village rejoiced when the two announced their engagement. Their union was seen as a match made in heaven, and preparations for the grand wedding began in earnest. The village was abuzz with excitement as everyone eagerly anticipated the union of two of their most beloved individuals. However, not everyone shared in the happiness of Adara and Obina's impending marriage. Amara, Adara's childhood friend, harbored a secret envy. She had long admired Obina from afar and had hoped that he would notice her instead of Adara. The news of their engagement filled Amara's heart with jealousy and bitterness. Though she wore a mask of happiness, her mind was consumed with thoughts of how to sabotage the wedding. As the wedding day approached, the village prepared to celebrate in grand style. The night before the wedding, the villagers gathered for a lively festivity. Music, dance, and laughter filled the air, and the joy was palpable. Adara, adorned in her finest attire, was the center of attention, and her radiant smile was a beacon of happiness. Amidst the celebration, Amara saw her chance to enact her wicked plan. She approached Adara, pretending to be excited for her friend, and offered her a drink she had secretly spiked with a powerful sleeping potion. Unaware of the treachery, Adara took the drink and soon began to feel drowsy. Amara quickly led her away from the crowd, under the pretense of helping her rest before the big day. Once Adara was fast asleep, Amara carried her to a secluded hut at the edge of the village. She had paid a stranger, a traveller passing through the village, to lie beside Adara and make it appear as though she had been unfaithful. The stranger, unaware of the full extent of Amra's plan, complied for the promised reward and left the hut shortly after. Morning dawned, and the village woke to the shocking news that Adara had been found in a compromising position. Word spread like wildfire, and the joyous atmosphere of the wedding day turned into one of disbelief and scandal. Obina was devastated and heartbroken, unable to comprehend how his beloved Adara could betray him on the eve of their wedding. The village elders convened a meeting to address the situation. Adara, still groggy from the potion, struggled to defend herself against the accusations. Her eyes filled with tears as she pleaded her innocence, but the evidence seemed insurmountable. The villagers, bound by their customs and laws, condemned Adara, and the wedding was called off. Amara watched the scene unfold with a mixture of satisfaction and guilt. She had achieved her goal, but the sight of Adara's despair weighed heavily on her conscience. As days passed, the once vibrant and joyous Adara became a shadow of her former self. The village, too, felt the loss of the happiness that her union with Obina would have brought. It wasn't long before whispers of Amra's involvement began to surface. Some villagers noticed her unusual behavior and how she seemed to avoid Adara's gaze. One day, an elder who had always been wary of Amra's jealousy decided to investigate further. He discreetly spoke to the stranger who had been involved, and the truth was revealed. The elder gathered the village and confronted Amara. Faced with the undeniable evidence and the weight of her guilt, Amara broke down and confessed to her heinous act. The village was stunned by the revelation, and a deep sense of remorse filled the air. Obina, though still heartbroken, realized the extent of Adara's innocence and the grave injustice that had been done to her. Amara was banished from the village, and the villagers came together to apologize to Adara and Obina. Though the wounds were deep, the love between Adara and Obina remained strong. In time, they decided to renew their commitment to each other and planned a new wedding ceremony, this time with even greater joy and celebration, as the village once again prepared for the union of Adaura and Obinna. They did so with a renewed sense of unity and understanding. The moral lesson of this story teaches us to guard against envy, act with honesty, and trust in the power of truth and love, because jealousy can drive us to harmful actions,